Okay guys, today we are going to be using Excel to calculate the double declining balance depreciation method. As you guys know, there's a bunch of different depreciation methods that we could use when solving problems, but today we are going to focus on using Excel specifically in the double declining balance function that it provides to calculate the depreciation expense that we would recognize in each of the periods over an asset's useful life. So we see here that the information given is the cost, the salvage value, and the life of the asset, which is all of the information that we need to be able to perform this function in Excel. And so we'll go ahead and start by clicking on the box. You can see that I've set up a table just to have our information in an organized manner. To be able to begin, whenever you use a formula, you always have to click the equals sign. And so we're going to do that. And then to find your function, you can type in D and DB, and that is going to be our function for the double declining balance that we will use today. So you can go ahead and click that, and you'll see that it auto-populates the information that we need to input so that it can produce the correct value. So we'll just go ahead step by step and go through that to find each value. So we see that our cost is the 10,000, and then we'll do comma to move to the next value, which is a salvage value of 1,000. We can just click on that and it will put that into our function. Moving on, we'll go to the useful life, which is 10 years. And then we see here now we have to think about what the period will be, and we can see that the corresponding period is period 1 for this. So here we'll just click that. The factor, we don't need to worry about that since our useful life is in years. So we can go ahead and close out this function with a parenthesis and then click enter. You can see that it auto-populates the correct depreciation expense for period 1. In order to drag this function down to figure out the remaining periods, what we're going to have to do is lock in our values that are not changing. So we know that cost, salvage value, and useful life are going to remain the same over the remaining periods that we want to calculate, but the only thing that will change is the current period that we're operating in, which is this last number. So what we want to do is we want to go into the function and lock in those values, and to do that we're going to put a $ in front of each letter and number for each cell reference. So I'll just go ahead and do that here. You can see that I'm just moving through and adding that $ into the first 3 of cost, salvage value, and life. But that period we're going to allow to stay the same so that it will correspond to the correct period as we drag the function down. So we'll go ahead and click enter. We can see that value didn't change, but as we drag this down, we'll see that it populates the correct values for us. For each year, we can see the correct depreciation expense. And now you can see how to use this tool. There's many different formulas for the different depreciation methods. Today we've just done the double declining balance, but moving forward we'll go through different methods and how to use Excel to easily populate the correct depreciation expenses for each period.